Hey Cam, welcome to my presentation for assignment 2. First off, here we've just got our very brief first brainstorm. I'm not going to go over anything here, but I'll just let you look at it for a couple of seconds. So here's our first design solution, which would be a reward-based solution. And all of these illustrations are done by me. So for our panel 1 up here, student receives fork from reception. And the second step would be the student hand washes their fork after eating and after using it. Third step, student returns fork to reception, and then they get a little chocolate reward or some small but reward and incentive. So some pros and cons of using this method. Some pros would be that with face-to-face interaction, students are a lot more likely to return forks, as they'll feel the sense of guilt and they'll know that the staff member knows who's not returning the forks. And that leads on to the next point, ensures that staff members are aware of when forks are being used. And our third and most important pro, chocolate. Who doesn't love chocolate? There are definitely a lot of cons for this solution though. It involves hand washing, which I know a lot of students would not be keen on, and I think that would be another reason for them to either avoid using the forks or avoid replacing them. It also requires a lot of staff member involvement, and involvement from teachers or whoever's working on reception at the time. And there's also a loss of time and money for Collarts to be providing the rewards. So, come to solution 2, the punishment-based solution. We can see on the left here, we've got a prototype for a machine. This device would work by a camera that is attached to the drawers containing the forks, and there'd be a lever on the camera. And when the drawer is opened, the lever is pulled, and the person who took the fork, their photo is taken. So we see here, student grabs fork and picture is taken. Student eats. Student takes picture with dirty fork. And with this solution, the idea would be to have a camera above the dishwasher, like maybe on an iPad, and the students would be able to, when they're about to go put it in the dishwasher, tap the iPad, take a quick photo, put it in the dishwasher. And then failure to replace fork would equal punishment. So, pros and cons of solution 2. Pros, the offenders are very easily identifiable with the cameras taking photos, and the victim, you probably have flash on, and you'd make sure that the students are aware of what's going on, so they'll know that they're very identifiable as well, which will lead to a lot more students taking self-accountability and putting the forks back. Another pro, you don't need to provide rewards, and it would require low assistance from teachers and staff. And final pro is that teachers get to punish annoying students. Good fun. Some cons of this though. Need to find suitable punishment for offenders. Students may feel it's a breach of privacy or not want their photo taken for other reasons. And those first 2 cons lead into this third con, which would be legal issues. It'd probably be a lot of legal issues around the punishments or around the privacy with their photos. And the final con is students may forget to take a picture after returning their forks to the dishwasher and then be unjustly punished. So, solution 3. See here on the left again, a prototype for a machine. I'll go more in depth on this solution in the next slide, as I've made a very basic prototype. So yeah, we see here on the left, it would hold clean forks, and there'd be a card scanner and a second card scanner here, and the forks would be dispensed into this tray and they would be washed in this water here. So the student would scan, every student would have to be given a unique identification card. And so the student here will scan their ID card. The fork will be dispensed one at a time, And after the students use their fork, eaten it, and they've got a dirty fork, scans their card again, this time on the second card scanner, and that will unlock this lid and they can put their forks in there to be washed. Now, what are the pros and cons of solution 3, that should say? The pros, very low involvement for teachers and staff, besides the first con, which is that teachers will have to fill up clean forks at the start of the day, and they'll also have to empty dirty forks into the dishwasher at the end of the day. Another pro, it's in a convenient location. The device, you'd just have it right in the kitchen, right above all the other cutlery, unlike the first solution, which would require students going up to the reception. The offenders are easily identifiable with a unique ID card attached to every student's name. Straight away, we'll know who the offenders are. Is also probably of this list the most realistic solution. However, 2 other cons besides the one mentioned before is that it would require a lot of technology and development to make this, and it would also require students to constantly carry around an ID card with them. So here is the prototype I built for solution 3. So we see here, this is where the clean forks are stored. This is our first ID scanner. So this is where they'll tap the scanner. This will be blocked off with a lid, and the clean fork will be dispensed into the tray. After use, again, students take their dirty forks, put them in here. That'll be nice, hot, bubbly, clean water. I'll scan their ID to get that open, and then that's it, done. Here we've got a little video. Hello and welcome to the future of collards. Here we have our patented fork dispenser. Students grab their unique ID card and place it on the scanner, and after doing so, automatically the scanner will open and produce a fork. In this case, with the prototype, it is a spoon, teaspoon, because being cardboard, it could not hold the weight of a fork. And there would be no faffing around and having to put this back in. After the students have done eating, they'll come to the fork dispenser and once again scan their unique ID card, and this will have a lid over it that will, after their card has been scanned, the lid will unlock and they can put their dirty spoons back in there and close up the lid. And that is all, besides some future adjustments I'd make if I was to develop this prototype further. So firstly, I'd swap the ID touchpad with a barcode scanner, be more practical, I believe. Obviously, in the final product, it would be sturdy and correct materials, and it would have the lids, etc., everything there wasn't in that prototype. I need to find a way to ensure that students don't scan both scanners at the start, as in scanning the first one, grabbing their fork, and then scanning the second one without returning their fork. Need to find a suitable punishment as well for students who do not return forks. The final change I can see being practical is to have the second scanner attached to the dishwasher or somewhere nearby, so that when students do go to return their fork, instead of having to put it in there, they just put it in the dishwasher and scan their barcode there. Thanks for watching, Cam. Goodbye.